Well, there were members of the James Ray's inner circle during the years leading up to the Sweat Lodge deaths in Sedona in 2009.
And for the first time, a Scripps Ranch couple is speaking out about their experiences with the Carlsbad-based self-help guru. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina is here with a look at Connie Joy's new book about that tragedy and why she and her husband got so close to Ray, then fell apart. Steve.
Well, we have pictures of Connie and Richard Joy in happier days with James Arthur Ray at the pyramids in Egypt and Machu Picchu in Peru, where they had that falling out. What may have been a very fortunate occurrence for them. 2.5 years before 3 people died at an ill-fated Sweat Lodge ceremony in Sedona, Connie and Richard Joy hooked up with James Ray, becoming founding members of his World Wealth Society. They already had a successful business, the joys of real estate, and decided they could improve their lives on other levels.
Everybody goes in looking for something different. For myself personally, I needed to have a better connection with my body and my health, and I also was looking for a tighter spiritual connection.
James Ray, she says, was a charismatic man who seemed genuinely interested in the people around him. But then he developed a messiah complex.
In 2009, it really became all about the money and not about the people.
Charging $9,000 to $10,000 per person per seminar and pushing for greater participation. He'd coax them into doing things they'd thought impossible.
Broken boards with our hands, we've broken concrete slabs with our hands, broken arrows against our throats, bent rebar with our throats, and those kind of things. And that's what led up to those people staying in that sweat lodge, because all along we were thinking we can't do this, and all along he's telling us we can. So every time we succeeded at one of those things, we proved ourselves wrong and him right.
She and Richard endured a Sweat Lodge ceremony in 2007. No one died then, but many became ill, including Connie.
The Sweat Lodge was ridiculously hot for way too long.
2 years later, that fatal Sweat Lodge ceremony where 3 of their friends died. Connie's book, Tragedy at Sedona, details the events before and during. It will be published in August. James Ray is to be tried on manslaughter charges for those deaths at the end of this summer. He could face up to 30 years in prison if he's convicted. Now at 7, we'll hear from Richard Joy, who endured an entire Sweat Lodge ceremony in 2007. He'll tell us why he did it and why he thinks he made it out okay. Steve.